I'll tell maybe a little bit of my life story. So I'm a chef by profession. After my husband and I, we got married very, very young. I'm the wandering Jew. Started my life off in Brooklyn, then made my way to New Jersey. Actually found myself from going from Yeshiva of Kings Bay in Brooklyn to going to a totally secular, non-Jewish school in North Arlington, New Jersey, where on the map, North Arlington, half of North Arlington is the Holy Cross Cemetery. So you could tell I went literally from one extreme, talk about from the Midbar, going from like Eretz Yisrael to the Midbar. That was kind of like what I went through. And life had it that I ended up making my way to Eretz Yisrael and got married young. Anyway, I had a lifelong dream that I wanted to become a chef. And Baruch Hashem, I had the zchut to build an amazing catering company called Kosher Designers, and I was under Chavkei supervision. I wasn't observant at the time. Anyway, as life had it, about 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. When I was pregnant, I received symptoms that appeared to be almost like a stroke. Fact is, my doctor at the time, God forbid, thought I was having a stroke while I was pregnant. Anyway, it ended up being that I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And that's how I started teaching Emunah. I've told you my story in 3 minutes. I'm sorry. There's a lot more to it. You can read some of it in the book. And actually, my next book, which God willing, will be published by the summer, is also going to talk much more extensively about a little bit about my biography of my life. But essentially, my husband always says, Hashem gave you multiple sclerosis so that you can go from feeding the body to feeding the soul. Because essentially, Hashem put a detour in my life. And he says, oh, no, chefs, plenty of them. There are plenty of chefs out there. They'll whip you up, whatever you want, right? But I need someone else to fill up this kind of, role of teaching Emunah. And the only way I can have you, God willing, try to fill that tafkid in life is to give you something that you're really going to have to battle with. And so essentially, if it wasn't for my MS, I would not be here. I would not be able to teach you. How can I teach you Emunah unless I have to battle it myself? So Be'ezrat Hashem, we should have the zchut to learn barachamim, to discover somewhat of our purpose and to grow in our Emunah. Thank you.